Hey guys, welcome back to Tamiya Legends, and once again, thank you for stopping by. If you're new to this channel, please smash that subscribe and notification button for our weekly videos. So this is part 2 of the second DFO1 custom build we've done. So today it's a cosmetic side, so if you've not checked out the chassis build, we've basically gone for a Terra Conqueror, but a little bit more blingy than that, because we've used the top force front and rear shock towers and also the upper chassis deck, and we've gone turnbuckles all around and a few other things, so check that video out if you haven't seen it. So let me show you what we've done so far. So I've already cut the shell and wing out this morning, which is relatively simple on this body shell. As I say, this is a Terra Conqueror shell and wing. I went for this because I was going to go full top force, but I wanted to you can't use an under tray with this, so it means if I'd have gone for the FRP lower chassis, then it would have all been open because the under tray wouldn't have fit, whereas if you go bathtub, then you can use these shells. So that's what we've gone with anyway. It's completely standard, apart from I've used DBO1 wing mounts on the back, just something a little bit different really, no particular reason for it, but because I've done that, I did intend to turn the wing 180 degrees, which a few guys do, and it still looks pretty cool. And when you do that, it makes it just sit a little bit further back on the chassis. But when I was sort of playing about with it, I've decided I'm going to go for the correct way around, but I've moved it back slightly. That's the correct mounting holes, and I've come right down here, which I just feel just makes it look a little bit sportier, a little bit more custom, I guess. So let's just have a quick look at the stuff we're going to use to do the body shell. Right, the paint I've chosen, again this was all leftovers for other projects, so I'm just bringing it all together on this one. So this is the first time I've used this paint, which is Tamiya PS48. It's called semi-gloss silver anodized aluminium. So if you do it right, you get that kind of nice mirror finish. Fingers crossed we do. I've never used this before. I've heard it goes on very lightly, and it doesn't look that spectacular until you actually back it with PS5 Tamiya black. So as I say, it's the first time I've used this, so I'm not too sure how it's going to turn out. Luckily we're doing the full shell and wing. A little bit concerned how I'm going to get enough of this into the edges of either side on the wing, because there's not much room there. Anyway, we're going to give it a try. I'm also wanting to use these chrome finished TRF decals, which these look great. I've used a couple of them already on chassis and things like that. Not too sure how we're going to do this yet, because I don't think this car's going to look great with covered in these stickers, but I'd like to use the big one on the wing and then two small ones on the side of the wing, and then I'd like to get the Tamiya World Championship team down either side of the car. But as I say, we'll just stick a decal on at a time and see how that goes. And I've also going to fit Tamiya driver figure to this car. The standard car doesn't come with a driver figure, although you do. The box art is leaving your master windows off and the windows are transparent. But it does look pretty cool with a driver figure. So I'm thinking we're going to do the helmet and body. I'll use this body. I don't like that. That's for the frog. I don't like that one. So I'm thinking of doing this all silver, not the chrome. I've just got some bog standard Tamiya silver. So we'll do the body and the helmet in silver. We'll do the black seat belts, and we'll do the black helmet rim and the edge, and obviously flesh colour. And I think that'll be pretty cool because that should match the rest of the car. But as I say, it's trial and error on this one. So I think first job is to get the trusted Tamiya masking tape and mask those windows off. So let's get cracking with that. So that's the masking done. Relatively easy on this car. I'm really kind of hoping this turns out okay, because I don't have any window outline decals to go on, so the paint's going to have to be pretty sharp. And the wing didn't need anything, just the two holes I've covered up. Right, I don't usually do this, but I've got this paint in some warm water just to get it soft. As I say, it's not something I usually do, but I've heard it works a treat. And I've got the sort of spraying conditions in a pretty warm. So let's get cracking and give it its first coat. Right guys, that's almost a full can of the PS48 on the shell and wing. It went on easier than I thought. I heard a lot of like horror stories about how it doesn't go on well, but that was awesome. The first coat was really light, and you can't really see it. And almost the second coat, I went a little bit heavier, but again, you couldn't really see it. It was pretty transparent. But on third coat and after, you know, it goes this aluminium colour. It's easy to miss bits, and because you're going to back it with black, it's mega important that you cover everything. So you're forever holding it onto the light, but it looks good. Obviously, we can't tell yet because it's got the protective film on, but that'd be an awesome colour on its own, wouldn't it? Just leaving the film on, that blue, that looks awesome. So anyway, I'm going to let it harden, and then we're going to spray the black onto it. Now, I believe that only needs one coat. It goes on pretty thick, and then let it all harden. The wing, however, is a lot more difficult, as you can imagine. Really mega difficult to get into these bits. What's a bit of an indicator is obviously if you keep an eye on this side and up at the top, that side looks pretty cock on now. That side's got a little bit of a line, but I've got as much paint in there as I can, and I don't, you know, you can't keep spraying it and making it run and stuff. Although I'm gonna have to paint again. I've just realised, I've just seen there, look, that's transparent. If I put my finger over, it's covering it. Nightmare. And I've just about got it. I've just about got it on that side, but no. Oh god. The problem is, you know, that's gonna go black when you put the black on. Oh, you almost don't want to back the wing, but I know I can't really do that. Or can I? Anyway, I'll have to think about that. That's the driver I did. I'm pretty chuffed with that. As the majority of you guys know, I'm not much of a painter. But as I say, I did his suit and helmet. Put a black line around his helmet. I did his collar and his zip and his seat belts and stuff. So anyway, I'm happy with that. So anyway, I'll let this harden and then we'll go from there. Right guys, big reveal time. No idea how this is going to go. So I backed it with black, as they said. Obviously the shell is easy, but I really didn't want to get too much paint into these areas, so I sort of sprayed the black on the side of the wings from this angle. I went like that, but I can see a little bit of dark here, but we won't know properly until we so let's have a look. Ooh, that's nasty. That's okay. It's okay. That's just. I thought that was. Oh, some nasty marks on that. Pretty cool. Some blemishes on it though. Not as good as I thought it was going to be, although it's early days, you know what these things are like. I'm not impressed with this here. It's where the scissors have gone in, and it's gone into the marks. That's pretty terrible. I hope I can cover that with some decals. Right, let's have a look at the wing. This could be really bad. It's not the worst, but it's not perfect. Look at that again. Look where you cut. You don't see that on normal Tamiya paint that I've used in the past. That is a little bit odd. Get off. So it's not too bad. It has got a line, but it's not really bad. The decal will get rid of most of that. The main wing's nice, and that side's actually better. But anyway, it'll look better once we get it masked off. But it's yeah, okay. Let's let it dry and then we'll go from there. So it looks better when it's mounted, but there are blemishes in numerous places, which is not cool at all. Worst is this front area here, where it's filled in these. I don't even know, you wouldn't even call them scratches, because I don't know. Anyway, nothing I can do. I'm going to have to see if I can cover that up with some kind of decal to make it look a little bit better. But it's nice. It's definitely nice, and it's different. It's definitely, you can tell straight away that it is a sort of, well, it's not mirror finish, it's aluminium finish, but it's a lot more shinier. It's got a deeper silver to it than just like standard Tamiya silver PS paint. Looks alright. No, it does. It's growing on me actually as we speak, and a few decals I'll liven it up. So right, let's get cracking with that. Right guys, that's it done. I've got to be honest with you, right now I'm not feeling it, but that happens a lot with me. It's because you've had the design in your head for so long. But as I say, it's okay, don't get me wrong, it's okay. But I just don't know if it's kind of how I envisaged it. I've got the driver in there now. That looks pretty cool. It's not the worst thing in the world, don't get me wrong. And obviously with the lighting in here, the paint's really not popping, but it you can imagine it does in the light. Tempted to put a few more stickers on, but I think I'm gonna not bother just at the moment, and then leave it like 24 hours and see how I feel. So as I said, it's not really doing it for me at the moment, but we'll come back to it in 24 hours. As I said, it's not the worst thing in the world by any means. It's a looker. I just don't know if it's how I envisaged it. I don't know. Maybe it's too bland. Maybe the paint hasn't worked as I'd hoped. Maybe I was hoping for a much better mirror finish. I'm not sure. But as I say, it's done now. So we'll wrap this video up. So once again guys, thanks for watching, it's really appreciated. And if you haven't already, please smash that subscribe and notification button for our future weekly videos. And as always guys, happy RCing.